have for the people of the northern region. 2, because this election is going to be decided by the North. The 2 main political parties for the first time are having descendants of the northern part of this country as the flag bearer. And so it's out of respect that the NDC decides to bring it to this part of the country, not because it's the heartbeat of the NDC, but it's also to show appreciation for the continuous support of the people of the northern region to the NDC. There's not been a single election that the NDC has lost in the northern region. The previous northern region, that's from 1992 to the current northern region, the NDC has always been winning the presidential. Even though the last elections we performed abysmally in terms of parliamentary elections, but that was due to our own
negligence.
You won't call it negligence, but I mean we were our own cause, our own enemies, simply because you had other persons who lost parliamentary primaries and decided to go independent as against the will of the party. So getting some votes from the original votes resulted in us losing some seats that were not supposed to be lost. But in terms of the presidential, we still won, and we think that the people of the northern region have been very faithful in supporting us. So we decided that we will have to bring the lunch here, get the people to appreciate the gesture from the side of the party, then also to let the people of the north know that they are going to decide on 2 northerners, one that brings shame to the people of the northern region and one that brings pride to the people of the northern region. That is why we are here, and we are here again to also tell the people of the northern region that even though they vote for us, but the margin of victory is always not the best as far as we are concerned. And we think that it doesn't also befit the status of the northern region, which is classified as NDC's World Bank stronghold.
That's fine.
Aside voter region, the northern region is considered as a stronghold of the NDC. But the margin of victory between the NDC and MPP is not something that we are so proud of. And we think that coming here to launch the campaign for the first time will energize the base, which we have seen going around these 2 days that we've been here. The signs are so clear. You could see that there's so much hunger, and the elders will say that a hungry man is an angry man.
Sure.
So we see also anger, and we see hunger within the people that they want change. And so coming here, bringing all the personalities that you have heard but have not seen in the NDC to the northern region is going to be a morale booster for the people of the northern region. Economic wise, is going to also help this region. Commercial activities are booming up now. Today you can't find a hotel to book and lodge simply because there's an NDC activity going on. We had to struggle to get an air ticket for somebody who is coming on Saturday, and for the first time skyrocketing 1,900 plus for a ticket to the northern region. It tells you that the NDC is changing the economic situation in the northern region, simply because we have come here to let the people feel and appreciate the party. So all the big men in the NDC, His Excellency, the incoming President of the Republic, the pride of the North, the man that ruled this country and turned the face of this region, at least for nothing at all, the Tamale International Airport is, evident to his stewardship. That for the first time in the history of this country, this region is dominated by the Islamic religion, as far as religion is concerned, and that people will no longer have to travel all the way to come and be stranded in Accra just because they want to go to the Holy Land in Saudi Arabia. For the first time, a plane flew from Tamale to Saudi Arabia, and that is the handiwork of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. He is coming here, and he will be here. The first time female vice president to be Professor Jane Nana Opoku Agyeman. Is going to make history again, because her first history was being the first female vice chancellor in the history of this country, and she's going to be the first female vice president of the republic. She's also going to be around. Johnson Esedin Ketia is going to be around. Fifi Kote, the general secretary, is going to be around. Myself and Mr. Bandi have already been here. Kotoko, Elekem, and Kobe Ballon, Sami Janfi, and others are all trooping in. All the big men you will want to see in the NDC, the Harun Idrisus, the Inusa Fusenis, the Suhinis, and others, the pride of the northern region, are all going to be in attendance.
Thank you. Honorable.
My brother just ended by saying that go and vote. Sorry, that's your part. We all have to do our part. So your part is to vote. Our part is to ensure that your vote is counted. There's one thing voting, it's another thing counting, and another thing declaring. Yeah, of course, the MPP are playing a psychological game. So they go out there and they paint a certain picture. We are winning the election. Like Samuel Oku said, we'll win the election with strategy. What kind of strategy? The man doesn't know what he's talking about. But what he's succeeding in doing is putting fear in the NDC. Where at a point somebody may say that, these guys, no matter what, they are going to win, so maybe I don't go. Setting apathy into our food. And that is what we want to encourage you. Don't forget about them. They can have all the sophistication in the world. Unless you don't understand IT, that you believe them. Now let me say that the IT part of manipulating the electoral system, this is not the United States of America where we vote biometrically. This is Ghana, where you have to go in person, cast your vote. Counting is done physically. So the only time electronic plays a role in our election is when we are done counting. That is where you start to test your results through the software system to be collated. But no election in this country is declared by electronic collation. Elections in this country are declared by compilation of pink sheets from polling stations under constituencies falling under regions before the national takes over. And so if by the close of voting the NDC agent listens to the command of we the national executive through the regional executives to the constituency executives, that when you finish voting, ensure that the pink sheets are recorded in the right format. Make sure after declaration of the result at the polling station, your pink sheet is secured and transmitted to the constituency office. When you have these things, they can send the results through hell, go and meet Satan, discuss with Satan, let Satan have his input. Nothing can change the results. So I don't understand what they call strategy. What I know, what my brother knows, what we are doing is that we make sure that the elections are declared at the polling stations. We make sure that the elections are won on fair grounds. Now we won't go further to want to say anything apart from what we are saying. But what we will tell you is that the executives of NDC 2024 elections are not the same NDC executives in 2020 or in 2016. In 2020 elections, the chairman of the NDC today, Johnson Esirin Ketia, was the general secretary of the party. In 2020, the chairman of the NDC today was the general secretary. Today it is Fifi Kote who is the general secretary. The national organizer position was not occupied by Joseph Yamin. Today Yamin is the national organizer. The deputy general secretary in charge of operation was not occupied by Mustafa Bandi. Today is being occupied by Mustafa Bandi. What I'm trying to put across is that the style, the operation, the format of the 2020 elections cannot be the same as the 2024 elections. We currently are bent on ensuring that the elections are conducted in a free and a fair elections. My brother, let me state it clearly here for everyone, and this is not in any way a response to the MPP, but it's just a motivation to the NDC folks listening to me, that we are ready to ensure that whatever the MPP will want to do as they claim as strategy, we will do same. We are ready, we are prepared. So in terms of physicals, if they hit, we are going to hit. If they slap, we are going to slap. If they fire, I can tell you we are going to fire. And let me tell you here that the size of Yamin, because you started by saying they have recruited people into the listing. We are security persons. We are not trained physical security, but at least I hold a master's in security. He holds a master's in security from the Ghana Armed Forces Staff College. So we understand security. He operates a security company. I have worked as a security person in government. I headed NADMO before. I've been in Ashanti region, so head of security in Ashanti. I've worked and I have lived in the barracks for more than 25 years. I understand what I'm talking about. The size of your army doesn't determine your victory in a war. It is about how strategic you are. And we have put in place. So you can have an AK-47, but somebody with a single barrel, what they call tia bofre, what the hunters use, can just gun you down. Holding a rifle doesn't make you powerful. Your ability to hit the target is what is important. And that is what we are doing here. And we send a signal to the MPP that if they think that they can intimidate, if they think that they can bully, if they think that they have what to manipulate the election, then they should be prepared. And let me state again that if they want to go by putting aside the laws of this country simply because they want to make a comedian a president just to protect Nanado's bad legacy, then we will all put the law aside, destroy this nation, destroy the law, and when we are done, we will come and build it again. And this is a call for leadership of this country to wake up and speak to the authorities. Let them understand that there was once a president who handed over power peacefully when he lost the elections. Incumbency doesn't determine your stay in government. It is the people who decide whether you deserve to be in government or you don't deserve to be in government. So we are prepared. I'm telling you that we are prepared. We are prepared physically, we are prepared spiritually, we are prepared in all fronts to confront the MPP. And so if they want it, they should bring it on. If they are prepared to steal this election, my brother, I'm telling you, we will also steal. Whatever they intend doing, we will do same. And so we will all go into this election and decide how this election is going to be like. But let me say this. My brother read the document of Japan, and I stated earlier that for the first time we have two Northerners being on the ballot, and one Northerner will emerge victorious. And I know His Excellency John Dramani Mahama will be the person. But hey, some people are trying to play the religious card in determining who a Northerner is. I'm a Northerner. That's my brother sitting here with you. If you don't know, he's my brother from the same village, from the same house. Wow. I am a Christian. I'm not a Muslim, but I'm a Northerner. So what it means is that, and he is a Northerner. He's a Basar from Tamale. He's not a Muslim. So what it means is that not all Northerners are Muslims.
That's facts.
And so whoever is saying that the determination of a true Northerner is by religion, the person is being mischievous, is just trying to not telling the truth. But hey, my brother, is it about being a Muslim, or is it about having the freedom to worship your God? That is very important. So even those that will want to go into our mosque, we want to go into our zungus, we want to go into our communities, to want to deceive the people on basis of religion, should note this, that number one, your ability to go to the mosque and pray 5 times in a day is more important as a Muslim than having a Muslim president. So whoever comes in there and respects the religion that you are in is better than just being a religious person from a particular religion and will not have your peace. But this John Dramani Mahama and the NDC under Rawlings administration, where John Mahama was a minister and an MP, saw the need that the Islamic religion on its other Eid festivals will need a holiday to celebrate. Even though the Muslim population is in the minority, we still respected. And that time the president of the republic, the vice president of the republic were no Muslims, but still had the Muslim community at heart and gave a holiday. Today His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is saying that he doesn't need any constitutional amendments to declare another holiday for the people of the Islamic religion, and that when he becomes president again, he would want to add another day, because the one day is not enough for you guys to celebrate whatever you've gone through the whole period.